So, and a lot of the guys that really play great jazz music, that's the same way that they learned to play that music. They woke up every day listening to really great jazz players, you know, maybe Miles Davis recordings or Charlie Parker recordings. And that's how the music seeps into your skin and your soul. I grew up listening to Led Zeppelin. You know, that was my group. John Bonham is still one of my favorites, one of the greatest drummers of all time, great rock drummer. And so I would put on my headphones down in my basement and play along to When the Levee Breaks and Moby Dick and Whole Lotta Love and drive my parents absolutely insane. But I realized, you know, that's how I learned how to play that music. Nobody had said, you know what, you should learn Moby Dick, and here's a book that's going to tell you how to do it. Because we all want a book. Everybody wants a book. And books are great. Books, you know, can be very helpful. But when you ask most great players, say, man, you play so well, what book did you learn from that taught you how to play that way? They'll say, well, you know, really, I just listened to a lot of recordings. I listen to a lot of recordings. That's what they always say. And so for many of you young pups that are up here sitting, you know, if I could just encourage you to make a connection with the music that you're playing by listening to it. It's so important. It's so important. I know I'm already on my soapbox. Usually I save this for the end, but I feel so strongly about this. And I didn't realize this when it came to jazz music until maybe I was either later in high school or when I was in college. And I'd play in a big band, much like many of you are doing. And to me, jazz was jazz band. It was reading the music that my jazz band director had passed out. And we would all see that cymbal beat, right? You know, the first thing you'd say, swing, you know, with the exclamation point. And then it would have the ride cymbal beat written out in a 16th note subdivision, right? Like 1, 2E and a 3, 4E and a 1, 2E and a 3. And I thought, now that is jazz, baby, you know? And so I would play with the big band and would try to play the figures and read along and didn't really know what I was doing. And I would end up playing with some other musicians that knew a lot more tunes than me, like standard tunes. And I would just play along, not really knowing what was going on. And